You know your path, child. Now follow it. That's actually Grandmother Willow.
You know your path, child. Now bounce it. Hey, everybody. Jim Cummings here. Welcome to my podcast, Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. We have a great guest for you today. But before we get to that, make sure you like and subscribe. Our podcast has partnered with the largest Comic-Con in North America, Fan Expo, the Juggernaut. We're touring all over North America live, so get your tickets and come be a part of the live audience. It'll be fun. Go to fanexpohq.com for the tickets. We'll see you in a city near you, or a little bit away, but you can drive. And with all that said and done, sit back and enjoy today's episode. And as always, thanks for tuning in to Toon'd In with Jim Cummings.
I was thinking about this on the drive-in this morning. A question for both of you. Who is one person that you've worked with that really inspired you or you learned a lot from?
Boy.
I mean, in a way, that's like, for me, the question of like, what's your favorite project movie you've ever done? And it's like, that's like asking what my favorite child is, because every single one I go in with so much, like, what can I learn from this, you know? So
Yeah, my favorite's the next one.
yeah.
You know, honestly, I mean, because, you know, I kind of knew that I would always do this and hoped, but that's all you can do is hope and then try and then act on that hope and then knock on lots of wood and say your prayers and do your research. And so, yeah, my favorite's the next one.
Yeah.
Well, and then I have a whole, like, for me, beginning in the 90s, you know, I had such a small group of people who had been through, I guess, the till that I was going through, right? So Buffy St. Marie and Tantu Cardinal and, you know, others that could sort of give me that some you know, mentorship in a way with, you know, with everything. And I think we went through such a tremendous time. Jane Fonda really pushing a lot of that. That was Lakota Woman, Siege at Wounded Knee, which I was nominated for the Golden Globe for. She heralded a slew of Native films that were brought onto TNT, and then of course, you know, we have, as we've moved forward, we've come through spaces in time where now we have Reservation Dogs, we have other stories where we finally have gotten into, you know, seeing some of the comedy. There's one called North of North, and it's set in Alaska, in this northern village, and all of the characters are Alaska Native, and it's just I just love seeing where we've gone to from this sort of where I come from. Sort of the manifest destiny characters to now where we can have these full three-dimensional characters that are flawed and funny, you know? So,
yes.
You know?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be so serious.
Yeah.
We can lighten up now. We've made it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, from all that pain, you know, comes a lot of beauty, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
I mean, it just seems to be that way.
Yeah.
You know, I know the Irish first came over here, and they were used to build dams and railroads and everything, you know. And I'm glad some of my relatives made it through all that. And they were used as kind of like,
the Irish were considered the low of the low.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were. Damn it!
Can you believe that?
Yeah, I know.
When I
and
first
we're all so cute too. I don't understand that.
When I first came from Alaska to Philadelphia, and I was like, okay, well, there aren't any indigenous people here.
Probably
This is
very
one of the
few.
oldest cities in America, right? But I found, you know, Seamus and Fergie, and they had their Gaelic words and their funny jokes and their, and I was like, that's when it first hit me that, wait a minute, we all come from tribes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's for sure. Yeah. Well, they were very expendable because you could always get a free Irishman. They were getting off the boat. Here, come on over, Sean. Here, dig this hole. And if something happens to him and he gets washed away, Seamus, you're up. Come on, So yeah, I think we've all taken a turn at the in the pits. Just seems to be the way, right?
Yeah. No, I think that's life. I think, how are we to learn anything unless we fail a bunch of times? And then life is not fair.
Apparently.
Life is difficult.
You might be onto something there. I'm going to write that down. Boy, you're not kidding. You are not kidding.
Yeah.
Did you ever have the worst experience in the business? I mean, because everybody's got not their greatest hits and here and there, and once every now and then something will happen and you go, oh man, what the hell?
Well, I think in a way my very first film was a trial by fire.
Oh.
And the producer on that we were way over schedule. And I think he apparently used every every bomb you could think of to get things to go, and so after that everything just felt like a cakewalk, in comparison, especially doing animation. And also in animation, I'm out in the woods, in the rain, in the elements, and on the ocean, and I can be a female,
that's good.
General fighting alien bugs in the future.
Oh, that's true.
I can be, I can be an archaeologist and in for the Anasazi and Scooby Doo. It was a little more imaginative. It is a little bit more imaginative.
Do you have a preference of on camera or voice acting?
At the end of the day, it is a little bit more comfortable going to a studio and getting through a whole episode of something in a day.
Yeah. That's true.
As opposed to 10 days or 14 days.
There's something to be said for that, I suppose.
Yeah. So that, and I do love, especially in episodic, where you've done episodic, where we actually get together in a room instead of just being alone in a studio.
I like that.
I know, because when you're alone, it is all about your imagination, with the help, of course, the directors and the script. But when we're all in a studio together, we just start riffing off each other, and it just becomes so much more alive.
It's
I think.
so much better. I really, I miss that. And of course, COVID knocked us all apart.
Yeah, that's not happening anymore. I know.
And that still hasn't really bounced back.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm doing on a steady basis, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or Outhouse, whichever one we're on now. a lot of mice out there, but and we're always alone. Everybody flies solo. I mean, you might see somebody coming in as you're leaving, but I don't know. I think COVID scared us all. I'm not. Doesn't bother me. I had it. Didn't even know it. So
yeah, I'm working on a Nickelodeon, something I can't talk about yet.
Right? Oh, see, perfect.
But that was my first experience of doing episodic alone. I was like, oh,
yeah. No fair. Yeah. Well, it all comes out in the wash, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to take some smash hit show where they decide, what, we're all going to record in a room together. And then everybody's going to love it. And then Hollywood will be like, oh, maybe we should start doing this again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or somebody has to go up to them and be like, hey, you can save a whole bunch of money if you do this. And they'll be like, okay, let's do that.
Yeah. That'll do it.
I got to direct, Autry Museum does the radio plays of original works. And so I got to direct one of them years ago. But I got to work with the Foley artist and just
that's fun.
Everyone up on stage reading, doing the stage reading, being recorded, and just so much fun. So much fun.
Foley artists, they have fun, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you've seen them do it and everything, and they're trubbing trucking through sand, and here's the gravel pit, now here's the swamp, which is like a basin, and they're tromping around in mud and everything, and it's so cool. What a cool gig.
I've always found their work so fascinating and imaginative. I just saw this clip on social media the other day, and it was the Foley artist for Dune, the Dune movies.
Oh gosh.
And they made this
busy.
bit, for the sound of the propellers of one of the ships like taking off, it was like a mix of like a dragonfly and a hummingbird, and they literally like designed this instrument where when they waved it through the air, it would like vibrate, but kind of sound like a bug, but also sound mechanical. And I was like, how cool is that? It was like, it was like a device that they probably derived it from something like that, but it was like something that they made just so it could produce this unique sound.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or like, on like Mortal Kombat, they're like smashing watermelons to make it sound like skull splitting apart. How do you think of like, what's going to sound like a skull smashing?
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah, that's the art of Foley.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Or the Foley show at Universal Studios. That's like one of my favorite shows to go to. They like bring somebody up on stage and they play a clip of a movie, and they have like drums and bongos and stuff. And they're like, okay, try and make the sound. And then there's always the, I don't know if that show's still there or not, but at the very end, there's like a scene where somebody throws a pot at somebody and then they have to hit the pan. Oh. But during the show, when they bring the audience member up, they never change like the timing of it. So usually it's like way off. And when they play the clip back, it's like so comedic because like the pan will hit and then you hear the dong.
Yeah. That's always good to see when it's like, oops, screwed that up. I remember Barnabas College, there was a soap operas used to be. Are they live now still? I don't think so. But there was one back, Dark Shadows, that's what it was. And it was a live show. I have no idea why. And they were trying to shoot, there was a vampire getting ready to shot, and he went like this, and he shot the bullet, and the smoke came out, and then bang! In like 5 seconds, and the guy's going, yeah, okay. Take that.
The show must go on.
Keep on going. Well, that's one good thing about voiceover. You can just fix it.
Yep. Have you ever thought about this? I did this book on tape, and it was 4 days, I think, 8-hour days of reading. And it was set in the near dystopian future with like an African-American soldier and this group that was like kind of fairy folk that, had built a tribe. I mean, just all these different characters. And I think after day 2, day 3, maybe, I was driving back and I had an existential crisis. I couldn't find my own voice. I was like, but why? What is this my voice? Why? Why is this my voice? Have you ever had why did I choose this to be my voice when I can do all these other voices? Why did I settle on this one?
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow. Jeez. Oh, great. Thanks.
Well, I know. But it probably has to do with, where you your resting voice, where So
probably whatever
I
comes
believe
out.
this is my voice.
You sound a lot like you.
Thank you.
You really do. It's very beautiful. It's a wonderful thing.
Well, Jim, you've talked about before how it's kind of weird for you to like do your own voice in a character. Yeah. Because your range is so massive, and like playing a cartoon, you almost want to be animated. Yeah.
Well, I remember, I can't even think, it might have been a Bonkers episode, but I was a doorman in They were doing something. I don't know what they were doing, but they were going in and out of a hotel. And they said, "Oh, Jim, be the doorman." And I go, "Oh, okay. Well, is he from New York? He goes, "No, just use your own voice." And I went, "What's that supposed to mean? What kind of crap is that? What do you mean use my own voice? Wait, you like this one? Oh, no. We don't want that one." So I don't know.
So for years, I went on tour with my husband. We did music together, and that to me. So when you're doing theater, there's the third wall. I mean, in our town, I broke the third wall all the time, but I was used to it by that point. But
Yeah,
I
that's
never with performing like that, you have to, eye contact, connecting with the audience, and again, going back to that, I'm shy, thing. Like, it was such a huge hurdle to get over because, it's like, oh no, I mean, I'm just me. I'm just Irene. I'm the one over here who does all these other people and gets to, be brave and do all those things and has the right words to say because there's a script,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's good to have something to hide behind.
You're right. But yeah, it is an interesting quality to realize that what makes us imaginative also probably or in a lot of our come from a lot of what we had to grow up with, being shy or whatever it is,
Yeah. Well, who was it? There was that joke about Charlie Brown. He was getting picked on or something, and by a group of kids. I can't remember how it went, but he started a discussion group and got himself out of it. It was like he was his exit. He started it, to distract the bullies or something like that. It was a good little cover, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to have that.
Yeah.
So for Pocahontas, they modeled Pocahontas' face after yours, correct?
So they recorded all the recordings. Did they record for you? Did they record for when you were doing Father Powhatan?
Oh, you mean video?
Video, yeah.
Oh, no. I think they did. Maybe perhaps Russell. They did.
Oh yeah.
Hondo Ohnaka, they used your face.
Yeah, Hondo Ohnaka, they did.
Yeah.
Which,
So
my Star Wars guy. I really hope I don't look a lot like him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I know that they recorded the recording sessions, and then Glenn Keenwood talked about that he would use it for
great
all
Disney animator
folks. He married to his wife who he fashioned Little Mermaid after too. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I remember when Pocahontas came out and Russell Means was on Entertainment Tonight, and I remember thinking, what the heck is he talking about? Because I did the singing. I was your dad, singing steady as the beating drum, and beautiful, beautiful song. And I thought that was like a hymn. It felt like I was in church when I heard that song. And I don't know if he was kind of busting Disney's chops. I know I hadn't met him at that time, and they were asking him, well, what was it like? Was it a great time? I mean, getting to tell this classic story, and here you are, the chief, you're father of Pocahontas. And he goes, well, my favorite thing was all the singing. And I'm thinking, you weasel.
Oh, no. He was saying that his favorite part was your singing.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He did all the singing. I really enjoyed the singing. No, they're okay. Well, okay. I gave him the single-digit salute, and what are you gonna do? But then I ended up. I don't know what happened. I ended up being the speaking and singing in the sequels.
Sequels, yeah.
So that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Yeah. And I have to tell you, that was one of my favorite gigs because what happened is they sold a bagrillion of those albums.
Yeah.
And I had a duet on and it was with myself.
Yeah.
And because I was Gordon Tutusis and Russell Means. And
do they pay you as two people?
Ka-ching. I mean, that was my favorite soundtrack ever. Thank you, Disney.
Did you guys ever record together? Did you two ever record together or no, separately?
No, I did one recording session with Russell. I think he wanted to get that feeling.
Sure. Anybody would.
But people always ask me, so what was it like working with Mel Gibson? And I'm like, did a whole entire romance movie with the man and I've never met him. So
yeah.
I don't.
I was going to ask you that. Wow.
And I have to explain, about how we work, alone in the studio.
Yeah.
And I got to at Buena Vista, I was coming out of my session and Linda Hunt was coming in. And,
Grandmother Tree, as my kids call it.
Willow.
Grandma Tree, or whatever. That's amazing. Yeah. And then as far as everybody thinks Mel Gibson is a great singer because Jess Harnell sang.
Yeah.
He was the one who sang for Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah.
A lot of us are stunt singers.
But you did your own singing, correct?
No, Judy Kuhn. Judy Kuhn,
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think was on board. She was on board to do the singing voice. She had just Chess and Sunset Boulevard, just really bursting out right at that time. So I think that she was perfect. You know, my traditional singing, I think, might have fought a little bit with with the Broadway because I don't have that Broadway belt, so I don't. That's not. It's much more indigenous or soft. It's like poetic and soft. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Did you have to sing for them to make that decision?
I did sing, but I think, as I mentioned, I think that they had hired Judy already. So yeah.
So they were just like, we don't even need to hear it.
Yeah.
We got her. You're good. Take a breather.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
That
Did a
Colors
great
of
job.
the Wind. I mean, it's a powerhouse of a song that,
That's
still
just
to
like
this day, people.
an iconic Disney song, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moon going moon. Now I'll have that in my head.
I know.
Which is that's what their job is, right?
Yeah.
Sandwiches. Yeah, I remember they were writing the words to that, and I don't want to repeat myself, but I was there when they were finishing up the lyrics, and they didn't have savages, and they were sandwiches. That's a goodie rhyme. What rhymes with sandwich? And they're coming. I'll have ham on rye, and they were just putting in lyrics just as placeholders until they came up with the lyrics. And I was thinking, so this is how you win Academy Awards? Really? Are you sure? Wow. Sandwiches. Send in Phyllis Newman. What? Yeah.
I might have preferred those lyrics.
Yeah.
I do have to say that it was disconcerting to me that there was a possibility of a lot of children in the world running around singing savages. It was very disconcerting.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, they tried to put it in context.
I know.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on like the censorship of old things like that? Me personally,
no,
I think it should be left as is.
As
but
is.
I think
Because
Disney does it on
shows-
Disney Plus, and they put like a little warning, a little
Right.
disclaimer, like this is not.
Well, it got the MPAA rating for racism.
Yeah.
In the same year that Gone with the Wind got it.
Really?
Yeah. So it was a tightrope that I've been walking for all these years, and like again, the subject matter is about racism.
Right.
It's it's about you think the only people are people who look like and think like you.
Yeah.
So it really is. That's what it's about. But I think overall, it introduced to the world the concepts of the indigenous life, and I think it still resonates so much, especially when I see mothers or women who grew up with it, who generally they're in their 30s now because this was 31 years ago, and just how much it meant to them in a spiritual way. Like it meant something to them about her freedom, her the strength of stopping a war from happening, that a child could do this, I think also, as far as the historical inaccuracies go, it created a whole bunch of teachers who went out there and said, "This is what the real story is." So, I believe any form of communication is good. I just think it is a little space and time that we can't go back and change what we've done, and we shouldn't, because we need to learn from our history, not erase it.
I completely agree.
and not repeat it.
Completely agree.
Because now you know what not to do.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yeah. And if you just
That
act like
helps.
it never happened, then we're doomed to repeat it again.
Yeah.
you know?
That's right. I agree.
Yeah, well said. Well said. I totally believe that as well. Should we do a little voice swap now?
Do we dare? Okay, sure.
So you're familiar with this, right? You were alluding to it in the beginning that
yeah.
you were getting ready for what's coming.
Okay. Boy, I better look and see what I've got here. Boy, howdy. She's got an important call
Do
coming
you have
in.
some too?
Oh no, I got these are where I put my little. They're in the phone. You have some choices.
You have some lines?
Yeah, to choose from.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, how about you get us started then?
Wow.
Okay, so there. But who would you be doing? Because it really would make a difference of if you were, because although like.
Well, I'll do the most inappropriate voice. I think that'd be the way to go.
And it's hard because I actually was like, okay, let's find some funny quotes. And, we have to actually go and research ourselves, right? A lot of people just think that, you've got this, just right there. Mm-hmm. And I do have my few things and that just like people asking me, what's your favorite scene in the movie? And me saying, when she stops a war from happening. And and having to do that on stage and right at this time in history has been really interesting. So yeah, it's anyway. So
Okay.
You know your path, child. Now follow it. That's actually Grandmother Willow.
Oh. Okay. Well, that I could. That sounds like Tigger. So I'll do this line, okay. and then I'll give you one. Okay. You know your path, child. Now bounce it. How was that?
I love it.
I know it sounded just like her. Let's see.
Bouncy, bouncy.
Who we don't do enough voice swaps with is Ray.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Ray from Princess and the Frog. Okay, now he was a Cajun firefly. Mm-hmm. And I'll let dealer's choice with your response, but one of my favorite lines is, the women love a man with a big back porch. Yes, and yes, he is talking about his bum.
That's so great.
The women love a man with a big back porch. Have at you. Let's hear it.
So I say the women love a man.
You have to say it.
Yeah, you just pick one of your character voices.
She's going.
Because I did kind of a Wicked Witch of the West / Joan Rivers.
He wants to do Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
Which is redundant.
You can do a couple.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I say it again.
The women love a man with a big back porch.
So women love a man with a big black porch.
Big black porch. Okay, I said back, but
I thought you said.
I feel like black is even better.
I kind of like that.
You gotta start saying that, Joe.
Yeah, that's okay. Good night, everybody. Stay tuned.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Women love a man with a big black porch.
Oh, who's that? Which character is that?
I don't know who that was, but she sounds. Does she do books on tape?
She does.
I hope not.
That was a little bit of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yes, it was. Okay. Okay. Well, you give me a line and I'll figure out who to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. We are all connected to each other in a circle in a hoop that never ends.
Okay. Who should...
Cat dog.
Cat. Cat. Okay. We are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. And how the heck did these two take a poop? Speaking of hoops. Anyway, it rhymes. So I have no idea. Don't ask. Don't look. No. Oh, God.
It never ends.
What, the poop? Oh, never mind. Oh, gosh. That's terrible. So, thank you so much for being here, my dear. Thank you.
So glad to be here.
Thank you.
It's
Did
such
we
an
get to everything
honor.
that you wanted to, Jim?
I hope so. I was going to say, do you have anything you want to announce that you want to do that's coming up, that's on the horizon?
Oh, that's on
Any
the horizon.
Projects or where people can find you,
Stuff.
anything like that?
Stuff. Well, a film I did called Baby Love just won Best Picture at the Santa Monica Film Festival.
Wow, congratulations.
That'll be coming out
Baby
soon.
Love.
I have quite a few in the can now, and then things with my production company as well. So,
Right on. What,
yeah.
sorry,
Iron Woman
what was
Productions, yes.
Yes.
What kind? What?
Iron Woman Productions. I was looking for a name, and I thought, Tiny but Mighty. I'm looking for all these names for my production. I had one in Alaska, and then we lost our film tax incentives, so I had to reincorporate here and trying to figure out a name. And my Cree name is Iron Woman, and that was of course, that was the last one. But
Sound like a superhero.
after 45 minutes of thinking of different names and looking up to see whether it was available, and we're like, well, I mean, there's no way Iron Woman is going to be available. Marvel would have thought of
true. You
this,
would have-
right? And it was.
That's the first thing I thought of. Yeah.
So it's Iron Woman Productions.
Wow.
We have a few productions coming up. We have a 6-part series. Christmas Killers is the first.
Christmas
called
Killers?
Death is a Living.
Nice.
When's
that coming up? Christmas?
Hopefully Christmas.
Yeah.
And then I have a few in the works. So yeah.
Right on. We'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for watching another episode of Tuned In with Jim Cummings. We really appreciate you watching. And I have a little bone to pick with some of you. I'm looking at the YouTube analytics, and a lot of you watching aren't subscribed, and that's not good for yourself, because YouTube is a weird website. You can watch something on YouTube and then it's never recommended to you again. So make sure that doesn't happen if you like this content and if you liked it so much that you want to see more good news. You can find Tuned In with Jim Cummings on Patreon. We have bonus interviews, we have contests, giveaways, a whole bunch of extra stuff that you don't see anywhere else. So be sure to check that out. And with all that said and done, actually, almost forgot.
But wait, there's more.
We are doing the podcast live this year with Fan Expo.
True.
That's
true.
right.
Be there.
Yes, we get on the stage, do the same thing that we're doing right here, but you get to watch in the audience, and then we have some questions and answers at the end. The next show that we are doing is going to be in Calgary at Calgary Fan Expo, April 23rd to the 26th, followed by Philadelphia, May 29th to the 31st, Chicago Fan Expo, August 14th to the 16th, Toronto, I believe that one's called... it's called something else, but it's with Fan Expo. It's called WonderCon.
Oh, could be. Yeah.
WonderCon. I'm doing such a bad job advertising. But in Toronto, August 27th to the 30th. Dallas, September 11th to the 13th, and San Francisco, November 27th to the 29th, with more dates to be announced. So be sure to check that out. It's a good time. I like doing it live.
Yeah, me too.
It's really fun.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah, the last time
beautiful.
we had 2,000 people in the room last time. Every time it gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
It's been a great time.
The energy's great.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good to get that feedback.
And it's great to work with Fan Expo. I mean, they're great. They're so
people.
hospitable. It's always a great time. Great
Easy
energy.
to spell.
Easy to spell. So be sure to check that out. And with all that said and done, once again, I'm producer Chris, the legend, Mr. Jim Cummings, Irene Bedard. Thank you so much for being here today. And we will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much. That was great.